Hi, I'm Dr. Tanisha Wards with Infinity Wellness Center, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about May being Lyme Disease Awareness Month. Now, we've kind of oscillated back and forth on talking about Lyme disease with the other infectious disease, COVID-19 going on right now. And, is it important enough to still really spend some time on in our marketing and our education this month? And I think so. I think yes. And the reason why is here in Austin, I am seeing so many people out hiking and biking right now. If you're in Austin, you drive by 360 and Mopac and you see all the cars, parked right there going into the trails, into Twin Falls, and just more people on the hike and bike trail here, neighborhood trails. So I do want to talk a little bit about Lyme disease in Central Texas. A lot of people don't believe that there's Lyme disease in Texas, and I can assure you that is absolutely not true. A lot of people believe it's only up in Lyme, Connecticut, and New York, and Washington State, and these higher wooded areas. California, we see it. Michigan is where I contracted it, and they don't think it's here in Texas, but absolutely, I've had patient after patient come into the office knowing they took the tick off them here in Texas, knowing the tick got tested and tested positive for Lyme disease, and they then got tested for Lyme disease. So it's a really questionable, touchy topic, but I do want to just share with you some of the things for prevention, because that is really our best bet with any virus or bacteria that we're dealing with, right, is prevention. So a couple things you can do while you're out on the hike and bike trail. Definitely wear socks. If you're wearing long pants, tuck your pants in your socks. Yes, you look like a dork or goofy, but it helps because you could be in high grass and ticks really like to get on to the ankles. Doing a tick check after being out. They like to hide in places that are warm, like armpits and groin and backs of the neck. A lot of people get tick bites and have no idea because we think the infection happened in the head or the neck. Looking for the bullseye rash after you're bit by a tick. We used to think everybody would have a bullseye rash. Now we know it's about 30% of cases have a round bullseye rash coming out from the bite. So being aware and looking for that, and then learning to properly remove the tick. You don't want to burn it. It'll burrow further, and if there is an infection into it, it could release the infection more. You want to properly take it out with tweezers, including the whole head. I've had patients tell me that they had the tick burrow for days and weeks. The head, they took it off and the head went further in. They didn't take it out properly. So that's another huge thing to look out for is the tick checks afterwards, especially on your kids. You could check on your dogs, just feeling them because they can bring them into the house. And then wearing light colored clothing too, on top of tucking pants and socks, is really smart too, so you can see the ticks. They're tiny, tiny. Some of them are as small as a top of a pin top, right? And so they could look like a speck of dirt, and you don't often feel it because they can anesthetize the skin when they latch on. So you really have to feel and do a tick check. So as you're out here in Central Texas, taking advantage of this beautiful weather, and we're all, still sheltering in place, doing things outdoors, just trying to keep our sanity, thinking about Lyme disease in Central Texas and tick prevention is huge. So if you have any questions, let us know. The article is going to talk a little more into detail about prevention and symptoms as well. So again, Dr. Tanisha Wards with Infinity Wellness Center, and be safe out there.